Hi guys, just doing my post-match reaction for the first game of the second round of the 2021 Six Nations. Final score, England 41, Italy 18. And what did I think of that game? I'm not going to go through all the tries. What I thought of that game, England a bit better than they were last week, but have got a lot of improving to do if they're going to make a serious impact on this championship. Italy as well, better than they were last week, but still a long way to go if they're wanting to be seriously competitive with any of the other teams in the Six Nations. Obviously, it started terribly for England when Monty Ione went over in the corner, but they got back into it, scoring 3 tries. It was a great try by Johnny May right in the corner just before half-time. It was a great jump just to get over and score right there. And then the rest of the match... I think, England basically just ran away with it in the second half. There was a couple of controversial decisions. One was that Owen Farrell late clash, which the referee didn't give us a penalty because it wasn't a head clash at all. It was just kind of... But still, I think it was a penalty because he came in a bit late and didn't tackle with his technique properly or have any intentions to set himself to tackle. So I think that was should have been a penalty against Farrell. And then there was another decision where Jack Willis, making his Six Nations debut, sadly got injured. It was after Sebastian Negri went in for a clear-out. He failed the clear-out, and then he went onto the ground, but he still kept hold of Willis and then threw him over as Willis's feet were planted, and then his knee went as he went over. That, to me, should have been a penalty against Negri. I think it's one of those things that's in law that when you're off your feet around that area, you're out the game. And when Negri, after he failed to make the clear out, he should have got his hands off Willis and played no further part, but he did, so he should have been penalised. And unfortunately, Willis got an injury for it. I wish him well in his recovery. And yeah, so those are the two decisions. Like I said, England just on the whole too much for Italy. Bit better. The Ford Farrell 10-12 access, I think, worked better for England this week. They, sort of looked fairly solid there. Maro Itoje had another pretty good game. Billy Vunipola, again, a bit better than he was last week, but he still looks a long way off international level right now. So, and in the back line, obviously, Johnny May scored a good try. Anthony Watson got a couple. I thought Henry Slade had a decent game as well when he had the ball. Elliot Daly, a decent game too. But overall, England will know they need to improve if they want to make an impact on the championship. They still obviously can win it still. It's very possible. But I'd say if England keep playing like that, it's unlikely. Italy, on the other hand, I think they can take a lot of confidence, but still... Just when they have the ball, executing the basics consistently, like it's simple errors that are letting them down when they get it, and then they still, because they were making a bit of a fist of the game actually up until about 55-60 minute mark, and then England just blew away, even though Italy did get one more try at the end. But still, they've had moments where they look like they're making progress, but they're still letting themselves down with silly errors or sloppy passes or like going into tackles too high, lapsing in concentration. Just a combination of things. And unfortunately, it is their 29th consecutive defeat in the Six Nations, which isn't a record they want at all. But, I mean, I can see some improvements they're making, but overall, still a fair way to go to get competitive with the other nations. So, England back to winning ways, got maximum points today. They can look forward to taking on Wales in 2 weeks' time. They'll take a wee bit of confidence, but we'll know they have to be a lot better. And as I said, Italy got a lot of improving to do as well. So, thank you for listening, guys. That's all I've got to say on this match. I'm going to look forward to the Scotland-Wales match, which is coming up. Hope you like what I had to say. I know this is fairly short, but take care of yourselves and hope the next game's good. All the best.